नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांक्रये श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः श्रीमते निगमांत महादेशिकाय नमः Hi all, today I will tell you King Bharata story. In the lineage of Emperor Manu, King Nabi was the great grandson of Manu. Based on the penance of the King Nabi, Sriman Narayana himself took Avatara as his son Rishabha, and it is known as Rishabha Avatara. Bharata was the son of Lord Rishabha, and at that time the Indian subcontinent was known as Ajanaba Varsha. Due to the greatness of Emperor Bharata, everyone started calling the subcontinent as Bharata Varsha. Even today we refer to it as Bharata Desha or Bharata Varsha. Emperor Bharata performed varieties of yagas and yajnas. He dedicated the fruits of all those yagas to Mahavishnu himself. As a result, his mind got purified and he was able to practice his bhakti sincerely towards Sriman Narayana. As a result of that, he made his son the emperor and he went to Shaligram, Muktinath, now in Nepal, on the banks of river Gandaki to perform a penance. After performing his penance for many years, he was able to attain unlimited happiness and peace due to his sincere bhakti towards Mahavishnu. One day, when he was performing his early morning prayers, Sandhya Vandana, in the Gandaki river, a female pregnant deer came to drink water in the river. When it was drinking water, suddenly there was a roar of a lion. Even though the lion was not nearby, the deer was afraid and jumped to run. While jumping, the deer gave birth to a fawn. Fawn means baby deer. Due to the unexpected shock, and it ran. The fawn fell in the river. Looking at this, sage Bharata, with all his kindness, picked up the fawn from the river and took it to his ashram. Ashram is small house in the forest where he stays. He started treating it as his own child and taking care of it all the time. In this process, he was continuing his penance and was taking care of it all the time. While he was an emperor, he was able to detach from everyone and handed over the kingdom to his son and could come to the forest. Now he got attached to that fawn which was gradually growing as a deer. He was able to perform his daily prayers but not able to concentrate on the penance as he was worried about who will take care of his deer if he performed his penance. The deer also showed lots of affection to him like its very own parent. After some years, his life was coming to an end. At that time, he was fully thinking only about the deer which was sitting next to him. Veda says, whatever someone thinks at the time of their death, they will become the very same thing. As he was thinking of the deer during his last breath, he was born as a deer in his next janma, in the cycle of births and deaths. Even though he was born as a deer, as he practiced sincere bhakti towards Sriman Narayana, the deer was blessed with remembrance of what happened in its earlier janma and continued to think of Mahavishnu all the time. The deer went near the same Muktinath and lived near the ashrams of other sages, and after some years it died. In the next Janma, the deer was born as a child of a Brahmana who was in the lineage of sage Angiras. He was named Jatabarada by his father. Even in this third birth, due to his sincere bhakti earlier, he was blessed with remembrance of what happened to him in his earlier janmas. Hence, from his childhood, he started practicing bhakti towards Sriman Narayana. For the world, he was an abnormal child who was not shouting, crying, or playing. He had 9 elder brothers and 1 younger sister. Jatabarada's father performed Upanayanam for all his 10 sons and ensured all of them are taught Vedas and Puranas. After some years, Jatabarada's father expired. His brothers learned Vedas well, but did not have the understanding of who is the supreme God, which is the essence of learning. They did not understand the greatness of their younger brother, who was a great Vishnu Bhakta, as Jatabarada was always chanting Mahavishnu's name and did not do any unnecessary activities like others. His brothers made him work in the paddy fields. Jatabarada will be chanting Mahavishnu's name while doing any work and ate whatever was given to him. He was not very particular about what food he really wanted to eat. One day, a leader of the gang of thieves was looking for a person from whom they can give as a sacrifice Narabali to goddess Bhadrakali. They chose Jatabarada. They made him take a bath, gave new clothes, garlands, etc., and gave him lot of food. After that, they made him sit in front of goddess Bhadrakali idol. They started saying the Kali mantra and took a sword to cut his head for the Narabali. But Jatabarada was not worried at all, and he continued to chant Mahavishnu's names. For any sacrifice, cow or a Brahmana cannot be considered. As thieves were about to offer Jatabarada as a sacrifice, Bhadrakali started feeling huge heat from Jatabarada's body as he is a great Vishnu Bhakta. She became angry at the thieves and came out of the idol and took the same sword and killed all those thieves who were trying to harm Jatabarada, a staunch Vishnu Bhakta. Later, after some years, while he was on the river bank of Sindhu, nowadays called river Indus, there was a Sindhu Desa king, today's called Sindh state in Pakistan, named Rahuguna, coming on a palanquin. As one of the people lifting the palanquin was not well, they requested Jatabarada to come and lift the palanquin. Jatabarada started lifting and walking. While walking, he was walking very carefully not to harm any insects on the ground, and hence sometimes slowed down and sometimes jumped and walked. The palanquin was shaking and out of balance, and the king was asking why it was happening. All others said that the new person lifting was not walking uniformly with them, and hence it was out of balance. The king asked Jatabarada to walk in synchrony with others, but Jatabarada continued his careful walk while not harming any insects. The king became angry and shouted at Jatabarada. Jatabarada provided the reason for why he was walking that way. The king understood and asked a few more questions, and Jatabarada answered all of them. Now King Rahuguna was amazed and stopped the palanquin and got out and asked about Jatabarada and asked more philosophical doubts. Jatabarada answered all of them, and the king asked for a pardon for making him lift the palanquin. Now the king worshipped Jatabarada and requested him to clarify his doubts as a guru. Jadabharata clarified all his doubts, and King Rahuguna thanked him for the knowledge provided to him. Moral of the story is a great Vishnu Bhakta will always be respected by all and protected against any challenging situation. Thank you all. We will meet on the next occasion with another story. Stay tuned.